How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Mustang is currently under construction at the moment, still waiting on a couple parts, mainly a trans seal to show up, so that's what the deal is with that. But it took the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and check out some truck stuff. As you can see from the thumbnail, well, after the tire shaving incident, it's a little better, but I was still getting a bit of vibration. Took it up to Michigan to go ahead and visit some family, and well, it was still vibrating pretty much the entire way there and back. Not as bad as it was in the original problem, but it was enough to be kind of uncomfortable, and it's just not great. So I went ahead and finally took off the wheel and everything and just decided to measure stuff. So right here, this is our good old freaking Chinese Ling Long crosswind Mickey Thompson mud terrain. I'm gonna call this tire absolute junk. I took it off by hand. It was kind of a pain in the butt, but with the board, some stuff and things, you can kind of get over it. Yeah, so that's out now, and I needed to measure the wheel. So pretty much what was going on, I needed to know for a fact if this wheel was good or not. So I had the adapter on. I just took all the lug nuts off because I actually just finished doing everything. I'm just gonna explain it. I'm not showing everything that happened. Because I needed to know, like, these wheels have been milled down. If you're curious, it's a 1/4 inch. You can see the milling mark right in here. And then same on this side, looks kind of beat up because it's greasy from where I was spraying some grease in there to get the tire off. But for the most part, you know, nothing's bad. So I went ahead and took my dial indicator. Same thing I was using on the diff when I was working on that, which you'll guys see in a future video on the old Mustang right there. Went ahead and put new gears in it and stuff to get over gear wind. Sorry, but back on topic with this issue. And each one of these numbers right here, so from right there to right there is 1/10 of an inch, or sorry, 1/100th of an inch. So I went ahead and checked it out, and pretty much I marked out the highs and lows on the wheel. Where are we at? So right here, there's a low, and put 3 L's for the low. I marked it, checked it in 3 spots. And then check out on this side, the high mark isn't too far off, but it's over here. Same thing across the entire wheel, so it's not like there could be a variance in the adapters. I did dial gauge the adapters. I didn't notice any difference. I can't really get an indicator. I checked it against the face up in here. I can't really get it on this lip, which is the important part, because you got lugs in the front, lugs on the top. I can't really get a way to measure it accurately because I have to move it every single time. That'll mess up the measurement. So went ahead and went around the outer edge. I checked every single lug nut just to make sure, lug itself. For the most part, they're all pretty much within 1/10. Just coming over to the workbench. I don't really know what 1/10 looks like off the top of my head. So I went and grabbed a caliper out here, nice and dandy, and 1/10. So open up, you know, we're looking at right there. So we're looking at that much of a variance, which I don't think that's enough, because when I was running the tool around the tire when I was doing the tire shaving, just to see if that would fix the issue, you may or may not have noticed, but I'm gonna guess, just from what I remember, it was probably closer to about something in there. So something like that kind of variance right there. So yeah, not super great. So I also wanted to just double check, just for fun, how thick is this piece of cardboard? And here's why I'm gonna show you this. 0.17. So looking at that now, 0.16, you can see how thin that is. I don't think that's enough variance with the wheel, adapter, and everything else together to give me as much vibration as I was having. So with that conclusion, I'm gonna go ahead and say that these tires are junk. I'm gonna go ahead and put the stock ones back on because I just don't enjoy driving the truck anymore, because it honestly kind of sucks to drive. These things look amazing, but until I get different tires, yeah, tires, if you haven't checked recently, are extremely expensive, in my opinion. They're up in the cheapest one I found is in the Toyo AT2. I think it's like $375 per tire, something like that. So not, you know, I guess that's okay-ish. That's gonna kind of do it. I just wanted to share with you guys, finally diagnosing this a little bit further. It almost feels like defeat, because I really didn't want to go this far. I thought I was going to have it and just kind of continue to run them. I was kind of hoping they just smooth themselves out over time, but it's been like 3,000 miles at this point, and they're not getting any better. So that's pretty much that. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to get back and finish up the Mustang. I didn't really want to dive into a separate project with the Stang, but and with the G500 and having the truck up on something, so I'm going to go and throw the stock wheels and tires back on there. That'll be that. We'll just run it like that until I can sort out either new tires, or I'm considering going for a different route, maybe a 19.5 setup, just because looking at this, these are freaking massive. And the 19.5s, you get a thinner wheel, which would pretty much be about the same thickness as my stock wheels. And you still get the Alcoa look and everything, but it's, you know, better gas mileage and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's that. I realize the jack's there unsupported with a jack stand. Shut up, I don't care. But like I was saying, that's that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully we get something figured out. But yeah, so that's that.